Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, maybe you found it for a reason. If you're back, thanks. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. This is going to be part 2 of the Marilyn focused reading. So, yesterday we did Eunice Murray, the housekeeper. I think today we're going to do Peter Lawford, the cousin to the Kennedys, who was an actor and who was also there that day. Tomorrow I'll do the press agent, day after Dr. Ralph Greenson, the psychiatrist, and after that Robert Kennedy, Attorney General of our country at the time. These were all people that were at some point at Marilyn's residence on the day that she left the earth. And after I do that, I think I will do a Marilyn reading. Let's look through Marilyn's eyes and see what happened. And see if the cards all, see inside this craziness. And I mentioned the other day there was a documentary up here on I don't have the paper next to me. Whatever, watch yesterday's video. Anyway, there's a cool documentary up here that talked about a lot of stuff and facts from that day. So, let's focus on Peter Lawford, cousin to the Kennedys, and actor. I think first I want to ask Marilyn, what was Marilyn's feelings towards Peter that day? What was the energy towards Peter? Because yesterday I started by asking what was Marilyn's energy. I got one card and it was the devil. So let's see what comes out today. What was her energy towards Peter that day, specifically that day? Okay. Now, the other day I had forgotten yesterday what her zodiac sign was. Not that it doesn't particularly matter that much actually, but this is air energy being a sword. And this came out yesterday in Eunice's reading, and I said immediately I felt it was representing Marilyn for Eunice. And this is, I'm going to say, the energy that day that Marilyn had towards Peter, cousin to the Kennedys, actor, Queen of Swords, if you didn't know. This is an energy, and I described it yesterday, sharp with the tongue, like aggressive, standing up to fight. In this card, she's standing up to fight. And if you watch yesterday's reading, you'll understand more why I feel that way too, associating this with Marilyn, her energy. And this is the Nine of Wands. So this is the person that has been through a battle already, and now they're like on guard, ready to fight again. Because so she could have already had, I'm going to say, she could have already had some sort of situation with Peter that, like this is saying, like, it already happened before. She's already, like, she was ready. Like, she was standing ready to fight this person. So let's see where this goes. So I'm going to see Marilyn's energy that day. Make sure, I'm going to see this here. I wonder if this means it was a little smoochy. It might have been. If you watch yesterday's reading, you'll know what I mean. Alright. So, Peter. If you're new to my channel and I didn't mention it, hi, I'm Melissa. I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to buzz through the blinds of the person on my mind. So I'm going to try to buzz in, peek through the blinds, be a fly on the wall of the connection brought burden. Okay. Of Peter right now. Alright, what was Peter feeling that day? Why did Peter go to the house that day? Or her residence? What was the energy? What was going on? What did he have to do with her not being on the earth after this day? Or from that day? Tell me about this. Tell me about Peter. Alright, one card fell out. This is the Ten of Cups. So, just, I guess I'm in a, all right, I'm feeling, sorry, I'm getting like a million, not a million, maybe 10 different thoughts in my head at one time. So this could be here because there was some sort of emotional connection with Marilyn, emotional fulfillment of some kind. This also could talk about, I mean, I'm looking at this like, it's like a family here, like the home, the couple, the kids. So this could have to do with the fact that he was there to talk to her about his family, the Kennedys. The Kennedys might have asked him to go there. All right, I don't even want to look at the bottom. So tell me more. Tell me more about this. What happened that day between the two of them? A lot. All right, a lot came out. So this could, I just feel it, so I'll say it. He could have been there to talk to her about her relationship with Bobby. If you watched yesterday, you know that, from my understanding, and that she was very, very, very fond of Bobby. Bobby even said he was going to leave his wife to be with her, I could swear. And I don't know, maybe that's what this is about. Because this is like the passionate male energy. The Four of Wands is like the balance connection, coming together, moving in together sometimes, the home, the family, celebrating. And this for me is sometimes like, when I see it like that, it's like getting married. Because this is like it's the Pope. Anyway, that's what I feel from that. So let's see what this is about. Oh, jeez. Okay, a lot. The Lovers, 9 of Coins. Oh, and she's a Gemini. So this is the Gemini card. It could represent the two sides to her. Like, okay. Oh, there's that devil again. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna literally a life story. I feel like I'm having flashbacks of Jay-Z the other day. So, let me lay these out, and then we'll just go through them. Alright. The Devil, 7 of Swords. 7 of Wands. The Death card. Hermit. 9 of Cups. Sun. The Page of Disc. The Star. The King of Swords. The Queen of Wands. Temperance. 10 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. And the Prince of Wands. And she could have also had a sexual relationship with this person. There was a lot of sex going on, from my understandings. Like, she was a sexual person, okay? So the first 3 cards I see is the Lover's card, this 9 of Pentacles, and this 5 of Swords. So this makes me feel like he came, I'm gonna say with a reason, like, and it had to do with, I stick to what I originally feel, that he came there to talk about the family, and then I feel like it had to do with Bobby. Maybe he was, like, trying to talk to her about, you know, Bobby is married, you know, you can't, if you don't know, she had a press conference, set the Monday after she had passed. It was set up before she passed, but it was for the, you know, and supposedly she was going to expose, like, she was going to expose the Kennedy family, alright? So, he was probably there to talk about that, to try to butter her up, get her, you know, try to hit her in the emotional bone, but she wasn't into it. She was sword energy. She was like, no, and that's cold. Like, it's head over heart. He's trying to get her in the heart, and she's like, she's over it at this point. She'd been used, felt used, and she was done, dirty done with all that caca. All right, like ready to fight. She's done. She was done carrying the shadows, everyone else's shadows. She was gonna expose. She was gonna expose things. So this could be showing how, like, yeah, she had two sides to herself as a gem. If this is representing Gemini energy, or that they had some sort of thing. But I don't think. I think they could have had a sexual relationship, but I don't think it went deep. I think she was in love with Bobby, and this is the independent energy. He might have been like, again, saying like, just worry about yourself and quiet, because this isn't gonna end well. And maybe even it turned to an argument. He maybe even turned into something a little physical, because this is the aggressive, physical, like, for me, this is like physical. In the other card, like the rider deck, it doesn't remind me so much, like it's people sometimes walking. It's when sometimes people knowing when to walk away from a fight, okay? And not wanting to deal with, but this, look at the eye, just like stunned, swords going into it, maybe even attacking her with words, like verbally assaulting her, like telling her like she's a whore, and like everyone see you, like this independent energy. Like think of it back then, when she, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't married, like she didn't have the kids. She had just gone through that "Happy Birthday, Mr. President," and a lot of people didn't like that. People loved Kennedys. It made, if you know, you know, and if you don't, go learn about it. It's super interesting, and we still don't really know what happened to her, alright? I don't think she did this to herself, and maybe she did, ultimately. Maybe these people drove her mentally to do it, but I don't think so. And if you watch the documentary that I watched the other day, or mentioned the other day, it's very interesting, and you probably will go, yeah. And again, and I'm also going to eventually ask about the Red Diary, that, where the hell is it? She wrote everything in that, all the things that she was probably going to expose about all this stuff, and, box, is it 139, whatever, well, I think it's called, anyway, it's a box with possible evidence that I don't know why we have to wait till 2039 to open, and we don't really know what's in it. It's like a mystery box. It's very bizarre. I believe the psychiatrist, yeah, maybe when he died, he had I can't remember. They mentioned in the documentary. All right, I'm sorry I'm rambling, because there's a lot to this whole thing in general. Bzzz. All right, Peter. Okay, yeah. So the verbal assault. Yeah, he might have been like pointing out that if she tries to expose which she views as the truth about the Kennedys and everything that she was going to be exposing, that she would be vilified, and that she's an addict, like a drug addict, a sex addict. She's out of her mind. No one's going to believe you. They're going to you're all right. This is the lie, the sneak, sometimes the thief. He could have. I feel like this is representing how he was like trying to mess with her head, like everyone they're gonna all look at you like you're a demon, like you're a commie or something. You're not for your country. We're gonna make it so you look like the liar. All right, and she could have felt like she had to defend herself, just like here or whatever. This could even mean that, like, the words and whatever he was expressing to her, to put her in her place, to not do the conference, or, shut her mouth. And, I say this energy in this card looks confident and a little cocky here. And she got her shield up. It looks like she hasn't shaved her legs. Like, she don't give a shit no more what none of you men think. That's what I just felt. And, yeah, hand on the hip, like, I'm Marilyn, bitch. Yeah, I'm the boss. You ain't gonna tell me what to say, how to say, where to go, what to do. He could have been also, like, warning her. Yeah, no. But he might have been like, yeah, you better shut your mouth or else, someone's gonna get you. Someone's gonna get you. And she was like, psst, whatevers. I got this. Like, I could take care of myself. I got this. I got the sword of truth here. And I got the shield here, okay? And, I stand by my truth. He may have even told her, like, you're gonna die. Because this is the death card. He may have said to her, like, if this happens, you better change your name, change your hair color, move to another planet. You better disappear, hermit energy. You're just thinking about yourself. You think you're being so smart. You think you're being Virgo energy, the hermit. You think you're so smart. You think you know better. You think you know better than us. Like you're this hermetic energy. But really, you're being selfish, Marilyn. Alright? You're gonna ruin people's marriages. You're gonna make, because she wanted to expose that basically John Kennedy was like ready to hit the big red button and nuke everyone. Like he was not gonna back down with the Cuba thing. It was a pretty big deal. So the Sun card, the Page of Discs, and the Star. This is what I feel, so I'm just gonna say it. He could have been like expressing that like this is like the truth sometimes. Like you can't hide the truth. This could have been her being like, you can't hide the truth forever. And he was like, yeah, we can. Yeah. And how, like, expressing to her, like, you're gonna risk happiness. Because this is also about happiness, the new day. Your prosperity. Like, the other day when I saw these, like, pentacle energies in Eunice's reading, I kind of just, and I'm feeling that here too, like it's representing how the Kennedys did not want to lose, how the public viewed them as being honest, honest energies, energies that were all about, the new day for the country, truth, about stability. And I say with this page being here that they weren't as grounded or rooted in ethical behavior as the public, saw them to be. Like the family men and such. And the Star, which, I don't know, Marilyn was a huge star. This could be talking about, like him just trying to, like, tell her, keep the truth to yourself, or, focus on your personal happiness. Stop worrying about, take the little bit you have left, and, maybe skedaddle. Enjoy this could also represent, I just felt it, so I'll say it, that she felt, or if he was like, why are you doing this, right? Like, she could have felt like her days of being a star, like, that was done. This is the energy pouring the cups out. Like, she was older now, or she felt, and, yeah, I'm just feeling that, like, this could even, and I just felt it, I don't know, this could be, they could have, like, I just felt like drinking, taking pills, being loopy, just because sometimes I associate that with Aquarius energy, like head in the clouds, feet not on the ground, feeling loopy, coming off loopy a little bit. She might have been like drinking at this point, and maybe he slipped something in one of her drinks. I don't know. I know that's specific. I've heard it. This is a general reading for entertainment purposes only. If I didn't say that a million times already, I don't know. So, or this, I just felt this could have been where she legit, like, he expressed all this stuff, trying to convince her, and she was, like, standing her ground, and she was like, I'm spilling the tea. It doesn't matter. I'm giving it to God. Like, I'm putting it in the river, let it flow to the ocean. Okay? It's what it is. I'm letting it go. I'm not carrying this anymore. And that's where he might have really got cold. You know? But he's not, like, in this card, the Queen of Swords, she's standing up. Like, she's sword up, ready to fight. But here, he's sitting there and his sword is down. So, I just feel like this is kind of saying that the whole conversation or whatever's going on leading up to this, I don't know if he showed that in a physical, I think at this point then he went shh, and he kind of quieted himself. And he was like, okay, inside, knowing, I gotta make that call if I gotta make that call. Like he kept whatever true feelings inside at that point and was like, okay, let's have a drink. Alright, there's the cup she's spilling there, and here she's pouring it into each other. Again, in energy, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I think he was like, this is the card of patience and virtue. He might have said all that, like a warning, like he's trying to be her friend here, like, you know, give her advice, let her know. And I think then, yeah, and I think inside he was angry, like she's not listening to him, but he's not attacking her physically, he's not verbally saying. I think at this point now he quiets down, and he's acts patient and calm, almost scary calm. And this makes me think they might have had some, like, smoochies or something. Or he started to maybe try to coax her ego. You know, tell her how wonderful she is, you know, creative energy, she's so sexy and beautiful. And I think he was definitely going to betray her. You know, and I will say, I just saw it in my mind's eye looking at this picture, so I'm going to say it. Not to get morbid or nothing, but if you do watch the documentary that I mentioned in the other video, or you at all have seen the photos, or I don't know if they showed photos of they describe, you know, how she was found. She was found on her belly, laying, alright, on her belly, in her bed. So, I don't know, I saw that when I saw this. And that makes me think that he might have been one, because I know something was caught on, her place was bugged, if you don't know. And I don't know how legit the person giving the information was, but I could swear it was one of the guys who was listening to or had information about what, like, the conversations from that day that were picked up on the microphone, the bugs. And one of them, I could swear, say that there's what they believe is 3 men in her bedroom, and there's something about, I don't know if she was even conscious, like if she's making noises. I don't think so. And I think, don't quote me though, I'm not positive. And I could swear, say something like, get the pillow, watch the shot. Like, they give her a shot, you know, like with a needle. We assume, because it's all just like noises, and I don't know how clear the sounds were. But I'm starting to think that he might have been one of the 3 people. That, yeah, maybe he came back later. Because I don't think he did this at this point. But I think this is him recognizing, like, he's going to have to... And he's holding the sword there. And this is, I feel, her being... Like, he knows she's going to be stabbed in the back. And this is the new beginning. And if you look, there's, like, a pentagram. It kind of makes me feel like that... The creepy thing the pentagram can mean. You know? And that she will be betrayed because of everything that this represents for me, which is, yeah, it's money. It's also the stability that comes from being financially stable. It also, that, you know, the feeling that a person has when they don't have to worry about money, that feeling, okay? which I don't know because I'm poor and grew up poor and I'm still poor. Yeah, if you want a personal reading, contact me via email. And don't ask me for no free readings, please. Okay? That's actually very rude. And you know who you are. And this is it ends with the Prince of Wands. So this is like the fiery energy. This is like the phoenix. In this, it looks like a phoenix to me. Flying off, flying off. So it makes me feel like, yeah, I feel like this person, Peter Lawford, cousin of the Kennedys, actor, I feel like this is what went on that day when he came to this place, to her place, and this is what I feel like, went on. Alright guys, the next reading will be on Pat Newcomb. I don't know if I pronounced his last name correctly, and that's the press agent. I wrote them down in the way that I believe they actually were seen entering the residence and such. Alright, so let's see. I'm using the same deck for all the readings, so, you know, we'll see how the cards line up and such. Alright guys, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for supporting what I do here. If you do want to support what I do, please like the video. If you are not subscribed, consider doing so. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload. You can buy me a coffee if you would like to donate to me. And again, if you would like a personal reading, and I've done a few for a few people, everyone, from my understanding, has had really good experiences. Contact me via email. And yeah. Alright guys, love you. Stay blessed. See you next time.